Hello, I'm Matt Guff from thehouse.com, and I'm here with Tim Parker from Rossignol. Tim, good morning. How you doing?
Morning, Guff. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Tim is a kind of like that man of mystery and local legend. He's been a Rossignol. You've been a Rossignol rep for how long?
20 plus years.
20 plus years. And I'd say local legend, that kind of extends out beyond the Midwest.
I don't know about that, but thanks, man. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. You're welcome. Now, Parker's here at the house, kind of walking us through the 2018 line for our YouTube channel, and we're actually going through the women's specific freestyle boards. We carry a lot of different Rossignol decks at the house, but within the category for Rossignol freestyle women, we have the Myth, the Tesla, and the Diva LF.
Yeah.
So what does the freestyle category for women's specific boards kind of mean to Rossignol as a whole?
As far as
Like, why do you guys focus on doing what you do so well with women's?
well, obviously one big thing is we're trying to grow the category for sure, right? And we're trying to cover basically every ability level, from beginner all the way to the expert. And we can do that through different technologies, different flex patterns, things along those lines.
Now like right at the top of your head, what is a couple of things that really help women choose Rossignol within like being park riders?
Well, I think for us, it's a lot of it is basically going to be our camber rocker profile, right? So depending on hybrid. So depending on what you're looking for out of the board, we've got a few different options for you. So within the boards that we'll be talking about today, we'll have 3 different camber profiles to kind of identify the rider and help the rider progress.
Got it. Yeah. And that's one thing I've always loved about the men's specific boards. Like the different profile shapes that you offer are vastly different, and kind of catered towards a different terrain choice and ability as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool. So first out, kind of starting out, is this a beginner style intermediate deck or?
Yeah, I mean the Myth
is the Myth.
Yeah, the Myth's going to be a pure twin. It's going to have a twin flex pattern,
Sure.
and it's really wood core construction.
Okay.
So it's a good solid ride. We're aiming it to get that kind of that first timer to up to an intermediate out there, but really make that progression really smooth, really easy.
Okay, what helps a rider who's just beginning to have a smooth, easy ride?
Well, one thing we do, the technology we use a thing called it's called Amtech Auto Turn.
Amtech Auto Turn.
So what that is we're going to focus just a very tiny camber pocket between the inserts.
And that's like right about there.
Literally, yes, with a ton of rocker on the tip and tail.
Sure.
So at slower speeds, literally the board will, with lower edge angles, it moves. It's very maneuverable at slower speeds. As the rider's abilities increase, as you get more edge angle, will increase more edge width, and you get more power out of the board. So it's extremely easy to ride, very forgiving.
Got it. It's a good looking board. You can see the wood core like through the top. Do you know what kind of wood that is? Is it like poplar, maple?
I believe it's poplar.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think it's poplar. And what kind of fiberglass does this have in it? Probably Bi-X.
Yeah.
Does the entire line have Bi-X glass?
That I don't know.
Yeah.
To be quite honest with you, which glass they're running, I've never been told.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean they're all going to have glass, and when you get into some of the higher end boards, we'll start adding in some different core materials.
Got it.
We'll add some, you get some basalt, some aramid, some carbon, different things along those lines.
Awesome. But this is a beginner, so if you're like looking to get out there and ride for the first couple of times, or like adventure skills, the Myth is a good one. And then we jump into the Tesla.
Yes.
The Tesla. This is actually out of the entire women's line that we have. This is one of my favorite graphics. What's the story behind the Tesla?
Well, the Tesla's going to be very similar to the Myth. The big difference there is it'll get a little bit of a core upgrade on there, so a little bit better wood, so it's going to have a little bit more pop, a little bit more energy, a little bit more life.
Yeah.
We still want to make it very easy to ride in the park. We want to make it super easy to turn with Amtech Auto Turn.
Got it.
But we're also now going to go up to a center base.
Ooh.
All right, so now we're going to get a little bit better glide out of this
Got
thing, and that's really going to kind of be its claim to fame.
Sweet. What does a centered base do compared to like an extruded base that you find on a Myth?
Much more wax receptive.
Okay.
So it's a little bit harder base, firmer base, faster base.
Got it.
A little bit easier to ride it when it's all tuned up.
That's right. Now, for all you guys that are watching, I know this table's a little bit uneven, but again, like this one also has the same profile shape as a Myth. So Amtech Auto Turn, a little easier to ride. Now, here's a question. So if there's like a big section of rocker underneath each foot to those contact points that have been lifted up, how is a rider's edge engaged when it's actually in a deeper style turn? Is that isn't there a technology called like a reverse side cut on the tips?
Yeah, so some of the boards will have rad cut.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll actually basically you'll have a normal side cut of a board.
Yep.
So normal side cut. Right, rad cut, what we're going to do in there, we're actually going to pull in 2 more side cuts externally.
Yep.
So that's going to allow the board to turn in extremely quick, very easy to initiate and exit the turn. So rad cut, it's pretty amazing. It's like adding 5th gear.
Awesome.
On a snowboard.
Yep. Now, another cool thing about this kind of profile shape that you find in the Myth, in the Tesla, with that rocker, it's like it's easier to press.
Yes.
If you're on boxes and you want to sit back or go on the nose, like pretty easy.
It's like adding power steering to a snowboard. I mean, for sure, right? It's super, super easy to ride.
Yep.
And it's enjoyable. It's fun. And having just enough camber pocket in the middle really lets that rider, especially at the entry level, know where they need to be on the board.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But the big thing is at slow speeds, this thing will turn like nothing.
Yeah, it's forgiving.
Very, very forgiving.
That's nice. And then we move kind of into a different direction. This is a pretty awesome deck here.
Yeah.
This is called the Diva LF.
Yes.
And what does LF stand for?
Light frame.
Light frame. What's the story with the Diva LF?
So this board in the past has always been, well, it was actually a directional twin. This year it's a pure twin. So now it has a true twin flex to this thing.
Boom.
We wanted to build a board for female riders. That was a ripper. I mean, this is literally built for that kind of advanced level, intermediate to advanced level rider, pretty aggressive. It's got a lot we can throw at it. It's got some, it's basically you have light frame on this guy.
Yeah, I was just kind of looking like around the perimeter, if you guys can see that, there's like a different kind of coloration. What is that?
So light frame is basically a TPU element put in the board that goes all the way around the board. And what it does, it adds a lot of dampening and makes the board crazy stable at high speeds. So it's very unique to ride. If you've ridden it, I ride the 1LF, which I absolutely adore. The board is super, super quiet, super stable. Amazing ride.
Awesome. Now with this kind of like different profile shape, how is this going to feel, and what's this called?
Well, this is called camber. Now we're going to go Amtech Elite. Okay.
Okay, so different profile.
A whole different animal. So now we're going to add much more camber height in the board. Okay. So Amtech Elite will change on the boards, and as we talk about in some of the men's line, basically it's minimum 60% camber pocket. Some are a little bit larger. Got it. And we're going to add just a little bit of rocker on the tip and tail. Sure. Higher the camber, more power we can get out of the board. Got it. Plain and simple.
Good for pop.
Absolutely.
Now on the Diva LF, where's the camber section? You said it's a little bit bigger, right?
So it's right there is the pocket on the camber there, and then it's rockered up the tip and tail.
Got it. So outside the insert packs, got a little bit of rocker.
Yep.
That's not bad. Can you ride this thing in POW too?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, you can ride any board anywhere. That's a great thing about snowboarding.
Right.
But it is really kind of. It's hard to say an all-mountain twin, but if there is such a thing, there is, right? I mean, it's this board you can ride pretty much anywhere you want on the mountain, but in the park it owns it. But you have to be a pretty aggressive rider.
Yeah, it's stable, and there's a lot of additives, and even on the bottom, it looks like there's some additional pieces, kind of like on the bottom of the core, or what are those?
So it's CBF2. So we're going to do continuous basalt fibers. So we're going to have 2 stringers of basalt and aramid on the board as well.
Got it.
So essentially what we're doing is we're adding more material to quiet the board down and give the board more energy and more pop.
Got it. So combine that with the profile shape, a lot of different additives, and the dampening system of the LF. It's going to be a kind of explosive style board, but still kind of smooth.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great board. And then, you add the rad cut in there. Helps it initiate and exit turns. Couple that with serrated edge technology for edge grip. I mean, this is pretty much everything we can throw into a snowboard at this point.
Well, you said the edge technology. What edge technology does it have on it?
Serrated edge technology. So you'll actually see the bumps on there. So it's just creating contact points, connects the 2 edges. So once this thing's up on edge, those start biting in. Rips. So on hard pack, you're holding.
Got it. Do the other boards have the manufacturer or just a regular radio side cut?
No, they're just going to be the standard radio. Bumps. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Well, Parker, man, thank you so much for being here.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, ladies, if you're looking to get into some like kind of freestyle decks from Rossignol, we're a huge ambassador for Rossignol. We've been carrying you guys for a long time.
Yes, thank you very much.
We carry tons of decks, and they sell really well. Now, I ride the LF or. I ride a lot of the 1LF or 1 mag, but also the XV. And it's like literally one of my most favorite boards of all time. So, ladies, if you're a park rider, just kind of getting into it, make sure to check out the Myth. If you're kind of in the intermediate, the Tesla.
Yep.
And then if you're a hard charger and you're looking for like an all mountain twin board or a kind of aggressive freestyle park deck, Diva LF.
Diva LF all day.
Man, all day. Well, cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. Parker, thanks again, man.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, you're welcome. Cool. If you guys haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're starting to do a lot of more videos with industry insiders like Parker, and you can see more by just hitting that little subscribe button. So thanks again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on snow. Peace.